In this video, we explore a new set of English words from inability to inspiration. Many of these words are easy to recognize because they look similar to Spanish, but we'll see how they are really used in English and where the differences are.
Inability. Lack of ability. His inability to focus is a problem. Inaccurate. Not correct. The data is inaccurate. Inauguration. Official beginning of something. The mayor officially opened the building by cutting the red ribbon at the inauguration. Incapable. Not able to do something. He is incapable of working in an organized way.
Incapacitate means to make someone unable to act or function, usually due to injury, illness, or a physical condition. The injury incapacitated him for several months. In everyday English, it is often used in medical or general contexts. However, in legal contexts, English usually prefers expressions like legally incapacitated or lack legal capacity, rather than using incapacitate directly as in Spanish.
Incense. A substance that produces a smell when burned. They lit incense in the room. Incentive. Something that motivates. Money is a good incentive. Incessant. Continuing without stopping. There was incessant noise. Inch. A unit of measurement. The table is 30 inches wide.
An inch equals 2.54 centimeters and is used to measure length. Example, it's 10 inches long. For height, English often uses feet. Example, he is 6 feet tall. 1 foot equals 30.48 centimeters and is commonly used to measure height. Example, she is 6 feet tall. The climber moved forward inch by inch. He searched every inch of the room. In the US, they measure length in inches.
Insight. Insight means to encourage or provoke strong negative actions or feelings, especially violence or hatred. The speech was criticized for inciting hatred against certain groups. Inclination can mean a tendency or preference, especially for ideas, interests, or decisions. It can also be used for physical inclination, slope, but that use is less common in everyday language. The road has a slight inclination.
She has a natural inclination toward architecture. She has an inclination to support progressive ideas. The child is starting to show an inclination for music. While inclination is correct, it sounds more formal. In everyday spoken English, people often use simpler expressions like tendency, interest, or lean towards. She has a natural interest in art. I tend to support progressive ideas. I lean towards progressive ideas. Inclination is useful, but in daily conversation, simpler phrases sound more natural.
Incomparable. So good it cannot be compared. The view is incomparable. Incompatible. Not able to work together. These systems are incompatible.
They are incompatible as a team. The two players are completely incompatible on the field. They are just incompatible. In English, there are several ways to say that two people don't fit or can't work together well, don't get along. Natural spoken English, they don't get along at work. Don't work well together, neutral, common. The two designers don't work well together. Incompetent is used to describe someone who lacks the necessary skills or ability to do their job properly. It is quite a strong and direct criticism, especially in professional contexts, and it suggests that the person is not capable of performing their responsibilities effectively. Because of its negative tone, it is often softened in everyday conversation with expressions like "not very good at" or "lacking skills."
The manager is incompetent and cannot handle the team properly.
She was fired because she was incompetent at her job.
Incomplete, not finished. The report is incomplete. Inconsistent, not always the same. His results are inconsistent.
Inconsistent is often used to describe someone, especially an athlete, who does not perform at the same level all the time. It means their performance varies, sometimes very good, sometimes poor. This is very similar to the Spanish idea of being irregular. He is a talented player, but his performances are inconsistent.
Incorporate, to include something. We will incorporate your ideas.
We need to incorporate some changes into the plan. The new system was incorporated into the company's workflow.
Incubator, a device to help babies or eggs develop. The baby stayed in an incubator. Indecent, not appropriate or offensive. That was an indecent proposal. Indecisive, unable to decide. She is very indecisive.
She is an indecisive person who is always doubting and finds it hard to make decisions.
I feel indecisive about what to wear today.
Indifferent, not interested or concerned. He is indifferent to the problem. Indigestion, stomach discomfort after eating. I have indigestion. Indigenous, native to a place. They study indigenous cultures. Individual, a single person. Each individual matters.
In English, individual refers to a single person or something related to one person. It does not usually mean single or one way, like in Spanish when talking about tickets. For example, in English you say one-way ticket or single ticket, not individual ticket.
Industrial, related to industry. This is an industrial area.
The Industrial Revolution began in the late 18th century in Great Britain and marked a major shift from manual labor to machine-based production. It led to the growth of factories, urbanization, and new technologies such as the steam engine. This period transformed economies and societies, laying the foundation for the modern industrial world.
Industrialize, to develop industry. The government is trying to industrialize the country to boost economic growth. Ineffective, not producing results. The treatment was ineffective.
That was an ineffective solution to the problem.
Inefficient, wasting time or resources. The company is using an inefficient system that wastes time.
The process is highly inefficient and needs improvement. There is an inefficient use of resources in this project.
Inevitable, certain to happen, change is inevitable.
Failure was the inevitable result of poor planning. Increased costs were an inevitable consequence of the decision.
Inexcusable, impossible to justify. His behavior was completely inexcusable.
It was an inexcusable mistake that cost the team the game.
Infallible, never wrong. No one is infallible.
Experts are not infallible and can make mistakes. There is no infallible method to guarantee success. Some people believe the system is infallible. Infallible, something that cannot make mistakes or fail, often used formally or philosophically. Example: no human being is infallible. Foolproof, something designed to never fail, simple and safe enough that no one can make a mistake with it. Example: this is a foolproof method to bake a cake.
Inferior, lower in quality. This product is inferior.
She often feels inferior to her classmates. This model is inferior to the latest version.
Infertile, unable to produce children or crops. The land is infertile. Infinitive, base form of a verb. To go is an infinitive. Inflammable, easily catches fire. This material is inflammable. Flammable and inflammable can be confusing because they look like opposites, but they actually mean the same thing. Both describe something that can catch fire easily. The tricky part is that the in inflammable does not mean not. To avoid mistakes, most safety signs today use flammable to make it clear. For example, always store flammable liquids away from heat sources. Inflation, rise in prices. Inflation is increasing. Informative, giving useful information. The talk was very informative. Informer, a person who gives information secretly. He acted as an informer. Ingenious, very clever and creative. It's an ingenious idea. Ingenuous, innocent and honest. She gave an ingenuous smile.
It sounds ingenuous to think he will return the book you lent him. It sounds ingenuous to say there will be no more wars.
Insensitive, not caring about others' feelings. That was insensitive.
That was an insensitive comment about her situation. I don't want to seem insensitive, but I have to leave.
Insert, to put something inside. Insert the card here.
Please insert the disc into the machine.
Inside, in the inner part. Wait inside the house. Insignificant, not important. The difference is insignificant.
That's just an insignificant detail. At first it may seem insignificant, but it's important.
Insinuate, to suggest indirectly. He insinuated that I was wrong.
Are you insinuating that I lied to you? He subtly insinuated that she knew more than she said. Are you insinuating something about me? Are you insinuating that I knew and didn't tell you anything?
Inspiration, a creative idea or influence. Nature is my inspiration.
I hope this video has been a source of inspiration to keep improving your English with Word Warehouse. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.